we may need to connect to virtual desktop like this. Oracle applications, it's already installed in the virtual desktop. Okay, you can just simply connect to IP address and then some username password instead of installing in your individual machine. Like you need to buy one already server which is already installed. Now, once we connect to this virtual machine, then there is an application here, Internet Explorer. You click on this. It's already mapped here URL apps.12c.com. To this, we are going to connect it. The username here is operations. Same operations user you may not see in the company. Like you will have to connect to your user to create user. Usually DBS will involve, or sometimes you also need to involve. So, like in the system administrator, we can create a user. So, whenever you are working, then definitely create your own user and work instead of existing user. So, let's say I'm giving here my user. It's already there. This is my user. Password 2 times you have to give here. At the bottom also you can see re-enter your password to verify. Then responsibility name here is to which module you are going to work. Let's say if you are going to work with the purchasing, and vision operations is just a client kind of thing. It is already there. Simply you have to use percentile and tab. It will allow you to add it here. And you must have system administrator. Then only you can add or you can control everything. System administration is different here. We have to go with the system administrator. So this is different responsibility. And if you want to work with inventory module, then inventory vision operations. Usually, you will get chance to work with few modules only. The modules are, we can say, modules. Modules like purchase order, inventory. In short form and expansion, both I'm writing. The next one here is order management. Then account payables, account receivables, central ledger. These are all the modules you are going to work with it. And likewise, there are 282 plus modules are there, but you will not get to work on all these modules because like these modules are based on different businesses. So for manufacturing, certain modules you have to work. For financials, you have to work with this. These three comes under financials. If you are working implementing college, university students module, at that time student module will be there. Based on the nature of the business, they have divided module. We can store at one place. That's called as a module. It is. I'm talking about here inventory purchasing I have added, and let's say if I want to add some more thing like payables, there are vision services. This is different branch, different operating unit, and this is a different operating unit. Okay, overall four different branches we can say. So right now I'm taking this for example as an example. Take this username to connect to that particular user. Again, open this user. Password also I've given the same, but very first time it will allow you to change the password here. Your first step will be creation of user only. I'm giving as a welcome. Okay, so these are all the limited responsibilities. Unlike this, if you go here, see, there are so many modules here. Operations welcome will have so many modules. This is the super user given as an example. Okay. Modules like we can say loan module. If you are taking loan from a company, how it will be loan expiration date, loan termination date. Somewhere here I saw, that's why I'm telling that loan module. See? Loan, loan administration, loan agent, whatever the business is there in the industry, for every business there is one module here. Okay, to store the data and to retrieve the data. There is a possibility. It is a centralized software. Oracle application is a centralized software, ready-made package. You don't need to think much. Only you should learn how it has designed and how it will be helpful. Okay. Uh, I told you till now only one point, that is user creation. Okay. Now, if you go here, this is the user which you logged in. I'm just clicking on this inventory and then anything like items and master items. Your inventory will have so many branches. One is in Colombia, Sweden, Hungary, Germany, different places. I'm taking here vision operations. This is the inventory organization. Go down it is, we can say, in our terminology. Whatever you are seeing here, this is a data entry form, data retrieval form it is. We call it as a Oracle form. Okay. In this form, like we'll enter the data. Let's say mouse optical. Optical mouse I'm selecting. Save here. So once you click on save, it will save into the database. So to in which table it will show is there is a help option here. Help and record history. It will be stored into MTL system items. Okay. So they mentioned as a table name, but it's a view actually. View is based on multiple tables. Take this. To connect with the database or to interact with the database, we can go with the TODI. These are all installed by the DBS. Installation, you don't need to take headache. It's a view. I'm mentioning here shortcuts. Okay, so what I will do, I'll take another notepad here. I'm just giving here store shortcuts. One more tab that is for application shortcuts. It will be easy for you. Shortcuts are very important to work, otherwise you'll stuck. So first stored shortcuts. Here, what I pressed is here F4, right? Function 4. In some laptops, you have to press function key also. F4, which is used to describe any database object. Any database object means what it is. What are the database objects you know? Like table is a database object, view is a database, materialized view, procedure, function, package, figure, like that. So to describe any database object, we have to use press F4 in the tool. So here I mentioned here F4. Go to script here. Script. Then go to from class. This is a select statement here. The script is already ready made. Okay, what it will be here is simply the syntax. Create or replace view name, which view is created in this particular database user as select statement. It's very easy. See, create or replace view name and as select statement. Select statement also select list. Then from class here, from where, this is the table name. If you press F4, it should display as a table name. Go to script again. If it still shows as a view, then go with the script here. We'll go slowly. Press F4. See, this is a table. Whatever you entered here, items, okay, these items are stored into, they are saying is a table here, but it's not a table, it's a view. This view is based on a table that is MTL system items B. Whenever you are typing, you have to make sure all underscores and all properly, otherwise it will not be able to recognize. Okay, I'm closing all this. Now instead of MTL system as FEL, FEL stands for is flex field values. But we require here MTL system items and B for base table it is. So to see the item information, you have to go with the MTL system items B. So if it is coming and going, what do you have to do? See, any idea what is the shortcut we have to use? So we need to use Shift F2. Shift F2, which is used to lock this output window. I'm typing all this, okay? It will be useful for you. Shift F2. Lock the output window. Clear? Second point. Now, to execute the select statement, what I did, I place the cursor here. Some people will select like this and they will press Ctrl Enter. No, it is not correct. It should not be selected like this. Simply you have to place cursor like this. Anywhere, no worries. Or if you don't want to select, then you can use this also. Then F9. This is also okay. But to use F9, you must select the entire statement here. If it is 500 lines, then selecting 500 is difficult for us. Okay. Tell me the shortcut key. F9. F9 is for what it is to execute that statement. Control enter is for also same. Let's mention as a R. Here. Now, here there are certain columns here. If you look at here, last updated date, last updated by, creation date, all five, whatever you are seeing. These are all called as a who columns here. We'll call it as a who column. Second point here is who columns. Means who has created, who has modified. To maintain a history, we can say. Who columns are what are they here? This one, see, creation date. This one, creation date. I just copy for you. Then next is created by. Next is last updated by. Last updated date. Last update login. Okay. So these two columns are very much mad. If you create your own table also, you have to include all this. Otherwise, you cannot track who has modified. Okay. So as of now, I told only 2 points. One is how we can create user and what is Oracle form. Oracle form is a data entry form. It is to know the form name, you can go to help here, about Oracle applications. At this particular place, you can see all the form information. See, form where it is located, yes, form survey variables, form related information, whatever it is, path and where it is, timeout. Usually forms we can develop by using this builder here. See, there is a builder, forms builder. By using this, we can define. If you want to develop a new form which is not at all available not given by Oracle, then by using this, we can build a new form. That is forms builder. There are various versions here like 10G, 11G. These are all popular. There are other versions as well, but these are all popular versions. So if you are okay with this 2 point, then I'll proceed. First one is how to create a user. Which responsibility we need to use? Yes, system administrator, correct? Security, user defined. Give all the related. There are other options, indirect responsibilities and all. We'll see whenever it is required. We'll see how to disable. If I want to retrieve the username, press F11. F11. That is, and at the bottom we entered a query. So we entered a query. Then what it is saying here? Control F11 to execute. If you don't need, then you can use F4. F11. Okay, query. Now application shortcuts here is F11 is for to put into query mode. Control F11 is for to execute. 4 to close forms. Here also F4 is there, and here also F4 is there. This is stored F4, and this is application F4. Difference is there. Now, if you go to, you are in a master block. To go to down here, there is a shift down arrow. Shift page down, yes. Shift page down, shift page up. See, you are in master block. The cursor, shift page down. It will come to child block. It is another shortcut. Shift. Okay, it will go to detail block. It is okay. Manjula, are you okay? Till now, any queries? Manjula, are you there? Manjula, I'm not able to hear you. I'll share all these files. It will be useful for you. Okay. So now we have certain flows here. Those are called the P2P cycle. Directly I'm entering the syllabus. P2P. Short form it is P2P it is. The big flow, like we'll take minimum 3 hours to explain end to end. Okay. P2P cycle is required for all the manufacturing businesses to supply the or to buy the goods, to purchase the goods, and till making a payment, it will involve here. First step here is, let's say our company is here as we taken vision operations. Vision operations is our company. We require here 10 items, 10 laptops we can say. Laptop will represent in the form of item. 10 laptops, and then by 25th August 2022, and it we require it in the form of each laptop it is. It's not a bag or it's not a bundle or liter. We'll measure by using a each it is. And who is the purchaser here? Like let's say we require John is the person who is going to purchase. Okay, and someone requested like Vinod is requested this. These are all in Oracle applications terminology. So what we will do is quantity, what we will call as in quantity 10, and laptop in Oracle application terminology it is an item, and this is need by date. This is UOM, unit of measurement, and whoever preparing this or whoever writing this requirement. So that guy called as a preparer, and whoever requests this, that guy is called as a requester. Sometimes preparer request will be same only, depends. Okay, so this entire preparation is called as a requisition. Terminology is new for you, I know. Requisition means in one line we can say it is a purchasing document. Purchasing document. It contains all the information of quantity, item, whatever I mentioned here. In Oracle applications, how we can check here is go to purchasing responsibility. See, purchasing requisitions. Definitely will get if you use this type of error. If you get this type of node, you need to rectify. See, you are not set up as a worker. To access this form, you need to be a worker. So every person will not have access to open this form. So to avoid that, what we can do, whoever you need to go to first HRMS responsibility. We don't have HRMS. There is a security user define for your user. HRMS human user human resource vision enterprises. We have to check that. Or simply human. Every employee will be located here only. Human resource intelligence is different. Human resources, employee self-services. Let's see. And more all for every country, one responsibility is there here. Their currency will be different later in payables, receivables, and all. Human resources, employee self-service. Okay, we'll select this only for timing. Huh? Oh, Canada is different. In corporation, is in university. We'll see somewhat. Yeah, this one I'm talking about. So make a note all this, like instead of searching. No, not now. I'm saying, remember, human resources vision enterprises. Okay, I'll just type here. It will be useful for you. Human resource vision enterprises. Then go to same responsibility. It will be available now. If you want to add up, you can add like that. People, enter and maintain. Okay. So the full name, whatever it is there here, I mentioned right here. This names we have to enter. Let's say new. These are all time waste for you, I feel. Yes, unit, enter, gender, action. These are all. So compared to this, I'll tell you the simplest option. Okay. Go to system administrator, then security, user define. Here, person name we have to add. It will be a best solution. A Bakkar. So it will give you error saying that this employee is already assigned to so and so user. Okay. I'm taking randomly whatever it is. It's already there to someone else. It is saying clearly, you read this, you will come to know. Read 2, 3 times. What did it say? Nothing will happen. Just simply click on OK. Okay. Now, if you go and verify, it will open up. Purchasing. The navigation is requisitions and requisitions. See, it is open. And prepare from Bakkar, from where it is coming up? From the user defined screen. The request also same. See, Bakkar. Correct? Usually, as per our terminology, it has to come here, John. Okay. So, but instead of entering data and all, then I did like this. Still, if you want to enter, then no worries. We have a lot of time. Go here, people, enter and maintain. Click on new, and then last name, first name, anything, surname we can say, title, then mail. Action is we are creating now employment. He is not applicant, so create employment, and he must be a buyer or employee also you can take. So right now I would like to take as a buyer, and then social security number 9 digits you have to give here. And then, any unique number, and then date of birth date is the mandatory, then save. So this is the way you have to enter the person name here. So this person must be a buyer. So go to system administrator or else purchasing, setup. These are all the functional part, but still I am covering for you. We have a lot of time. Setup, personal, then buyers. Add buyer. Whatever the buyer name here, we have to add. See, this is the buyer, this is the employee, correct? Employee came from HRMS module. These are all modules are related, okay? Over. Now, same person name will add up into our security user defined. The Pakkar I'm adding here, that person, whatever we created. Got it? So this person is coming from which module? From HRMS. So how many steps I performed here? In the HRMS, what I did? created employee. And second is in purchasing module, there is a setup personal buyer. And next one is security user defined employee name. That's person name. Any confusion here? Straight away I've added. Instead of taking existing, I did 3 steps here. This is the first step. Add buyer is the next step because buyer will have access to open the form. Person name. 3 things. Any confusion? Okay. Now go with the requisition, same. Go to a responsibility that is, as of now, 3 responsibilities I shown. What are they? Three things we covered. One is purchasing, system administrator. One more is human resource. 3 modules we worked. Now I am going to purchase it. Requisitions and requisitions. See here. From where it is coming? From HRMS. Now item. Let's say I would like to buy a laptop battery. Okay, here in this example I mentioned as a laptop. Okay, laptop charger I can say. Okay, laptop charger I would like to buy 10 quantity, 10 laptop chargers I would like to buy needed for our company. Check laptop charger is there or not. If not there, we have to see. It means it is not available. It's not available. No entries found. So these items will come from inventory module. This is the integration point here. So I am closing now. How to close a form? What is the shortcut? F4. Perfect. Go to inventory. Then items. Master items. We'll have so many, but don't select any other things. Go with the V1 only. Vision operations. Then laptop charger. You go with another item similar to this. So this item must be a purchasable item. Okay? If it is not purchasable item, what will happen is it will not appear over there. Go back to now purchasing again. Don't get confused. I'm just switching between this responsible. Alt F W you can use to switch. So shortcut key is Alt F W. This is for what it is to switch responsible. Okay. Purchasing requisitions and then requisitions. Here is the place you try this. We created data is there, but it's still not there. The reason is so we restricted. It is not a purchasable item. It is. If it is a purchasable item, then only it will appear. So that is called as an item attribute. Okay. First step is here item creation. In item creation in PO module, we are setting up as purchasable. And purchased. If it is already purchased, also fine. These are all called as an item attributes. Okay. Now again, what I have to do, I have to press F4 only because I'm not able to say data is not there. Go to inventory, items and master items. V1. Purchasing tab, what I have to do? If I click this, see an item. Okay, so definitely what you have to do, both are dependent here. Okay. So instead of enabling manually, there are certain item templates. We'll call it as a templates here. See, copy from purchased. This template will have already attributes enabled. So it's enabled automatically. Whatever the attributes enabled for this template that gets implemented to your item. It will be easy. Not only purchasing tab. See, there are many other tabs are there. These are all enabled by that template. Okay. So here, what should I do? At the time of item creation, apply template. What is the purpose of template? Template will have already ready-made attributes enabled that we are going to implement it to our n number of items, not only for single item. Is that clear now? Now go and verify the item is appearing over there. You can go to requisitions and there is a place appearing, correct?
Yes.
So this item, if it is not available, means definitely you forgotten to enable that attributes. So what are the attributes? Names. Two attributes. What are they? Purchasable and purchase. Important here to remember. Okay. And quantity here is, let's say 10 quantity we would like to purchase. And price is, let's say $100. Need by date. So I mentioned all the list here. See, yeah, need by date. Quantity where it is 10. Then need by date. When you wanted this, need by, let's say by tomorrow. Hmm. And next is preparer and request also available here. Preparer, request. Organization is for which organization. Location, where you wanted this. So let's say I wanted to Atlanta. Okay. Like that you have to enter. Once you click on save, it has to give you a number. See, every time, every time it will give you a new number. And some accounts already populated here. See, charge account is populated. How it is coming defaultly, all the values. Price. Okay. So this number from where it is coming here is I'll tell you. But before that, it has three level of information. See, I want to buy now mouse, and in the next line I can buy motherboard like that. There are, this is called as a one-to-many relationship. One header, many lines. By seeing also you can understand here. Okay.
So laptop charge
You just click on this, see, and you can enter over here. Let's say I would like to buy mouse. Like this, you can enter. And same way, quantity is 2, then some charges, and when you wanted, let's say 25, you can give different due dates also, no worries. Some items are urgent, some items are not urgent. Save. So this is called as a one-to-many relationship. One header, preparer is same, number is same, but the lines are different here. This is called as a header, lines, and then distributions. How it is distributed, to which account it is distributed. Overall, 3 levels of data. Okay. Header, other one is line, one more is the same way they design other modules also. For every level, there is one single table will be there, major table. So to know the table name, I told you already, you have to go to record history. So this is the table, but it is not a table. See, there is a V mentioned at the end. Take this V, press F4 to describe. You have to go to script here. There is a table here. This also again press F4. It is also a view script. Come down. So this is the table. So one time only these are all you have to learn. Next time directly you can say pure dictionary. It will not vary project to project, company to company. These are fixed tables. Table is what is PO, purchase order module, requisition subheading, and we are at header level. And this is for all means all branches, all operating units, we can say. Remembering table is not a big deal. See, this is a module, this one, and this is a subheading, requisition subheading, and we are talking about headers table, and this is for all operating units. The same way for lines also, you can easily imagine now. PO, requisition, lines all. So let's see that. Go to line level. PO requisition. I take the view again, same story. You may need to club also all this. If I want to combine these two tables, we require to combine these two tables to get the both the data. So for that, there must be a primary key mentioned in this table. Those are all you can get it through a website, that is etrm.live. Definitely you need to use, no need to sign in, nothing. FND data dictionary, module name you have to select, that is purchasing. This is the module, purchasing module. Then there are in PO itself there are 280 tables, but you don't need to remember these many tables. Hardly 10 will remember. We don't require all the tables. So these are all we'll never use. All are useful, but still, but we won't get chance to work on all those. So what is the table name which you are looking? PO requisition. Then right. See headers all, lines all, then distributions here. They have mentioned join also here. The primary key of this particular table to join with other table is requisition header ID. And join condition here is requisition header ID. See, PO requisition lines all, PO headers all. The join condition is requisition header ID. My point here is if you want to combine these two tables, let's say I'm combining now. Two tables, PO giving alias name. Any name we can use, but usually people will follow like this P or after underscore, whatever it is. Yeah, okay. And one more table, PO creation and so on. Join between these two. Join condition. I told you, right? Join is what it is. Here only. See, the join condition is PO requisition line solve, PO requisition header solve. Join condition is requisition header ID. This is the way. This is called as a join. It's an equi join. It is. Star means all the columns. It will give you the data from both the tables, but we require only one number. Column name, you can go like this. See, diagnostics and examine. This is the column name, but exactly you cannot see. Some columns, see, it is saying here item category, but we require category here. Correct? Depends. At least you will get a clue here. So right now, what is the column name I need to take? Examine. That is it. Segment one. It is. Segment one is equal to this one. Okay. Only two data. What else you wanted? Let's say I wanted to derive limited columns like item, name, quantity, price, need by date. Let's say three columns I wanted. So instead of star means all the columns. All the columns I don't need. F4, you just place the cursor here, take line number. See, just double click, it will be copied. See, it's easy. An item description, double click, put comma, quantity, very easy, right? You can avoid typing also. But these are all based on the practice only, it will come, okay? The rest I don't require. Close date, vendor rest, so many are there. More than 150 columns, I don't require all this. Missing expression, star, I will not remove by mistake. This is how you can do. Requisition number is stored into alias names, you should not forget, okay? This is the requisition number. If you want, you can provide alias name like this, requisition number. Alias name is for our convenience only we are putting. This is column alias and this is the table alias. If you don't know SQL properly, just go through, learn. This is the way we can prepare a query. So in Google also, every query will be available. Let's say PO requisition query. But do not prefer this. Okay. So all whatever we discussed, headers all, lines all, and the join condition somewhere here. Check header ID where it is, request header ID in the where class. Line by line go. This is a join condition. You can use the existing queries also from Google. But in initial days, try to practice like this only. So how to know the join between the tables? What is the website? Website name is ETRM, Electronic Technical Reference Manual, ETRM.live. Okay. Just for these points, 1 hour completed. Okay. So I'm thinking to close now because once you get into the subject, then I can take more hours. In the evening also, I'm thinking to take a class if you are okay to practice. Based on your practice only, I can do. Okay. Thanks. I'll put this video and give it to you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Manjula, how is my voice right now?
Hello? Yes, sir.
How is my voice?
Clearly, sir.
Okay. I'll put the video. You just check the updates in the group. Okay.
Okay.
Practice is required. Otherwise, it's a time waste.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.